My fellow fighters and the people of the world, this party EFF, this thing led by Ujuju. People why hlolela this party. There is no day that goes without people wahlolela le party, without people acting moomish, foolish towards this thing. Before the elections of last year, this whole conversation of we will punish the EFF, we'll give it 4%, we'll give it 2%. It didn't start now. It started even way before last year's elections. But last year's elections, because of social media campaigns, these smear campaigners and these people who have money understood that we have to go to the media if we want to attack this thing. They paid more money to influencers to push this narrative that we are taking this thing down to 5% and 4%. And 3% is going to be the collapse of this thing. We're going to support Action SA. We're going to support Gaten McKenzie. So this is not a new conversation. It happened last year, and then it dropped from 11 to 9.5. And it was not even 11. It was 10.5%, which they translated it to 11%, and then it went to 9.5. I don't know now why they don't make it 10% since it's 9.5. But they say it's a 9% part. It's fine. It went from 11 to 9%. It's cool. Let's give them that. So they expected it to go to 4%. Last year it didn't. This year they're saying the same thing. We'll punish this thing. We'll punish this party. We'll give it 3%. We'll give it 4%. And it got me thinking, who are these people who are saying these things? Are these people who vote for the EFF, or these are just people who don't even vote at all? Because when you look at the cloud online, it's the same people who were saying the same thing last year. They are saying the same thing today. We are gonna because guys, you need to understand something. You can't take something that does not belong to you. What I mean is, if you didn't give your vote to a certain party, there's no way you're gonna withdraw that vote from that party because all of a sudden you don't like it. You didn't vote for it. So the percentage they got it without you. So you can't take from that. You can't withdraw your vote. You can't do that. It's impossible to do. You can only take your vote when you voted for the party. These are the same people saying we're going to take it to 3%, 4%. But when you look at the previous post last year before the elections, they were saying the same things. That means they didn't vote for it last year. So how will they take the vote this year if they didn't vote for it last year? There's no way you're going to call for a party's decline and demise if you've never voted for it before. It does not exist. It does not exist. Yeah, you can predict through maybe squabbles, maybe disunity, maybe by election results, maybe results from university elections. You can try to predict using that. But even that, the by-elections are showing us this thing is not dying because people are not taking it to 4%. Yeah, maybe in KZN is fine, but KZN is not the whole country. People are not collapsing this thing. You see by-elections in Limpopo, people are not showing agency of wanting to see it collapse. They still vote for it. You see in Free State, Eastern Cape, you see in Mpumalanga and the Western Cape, they're not collapsing this thing. They are voting for it. And then you go look at maybe other ways to create a prediction, to analyze maybe how maybe next year would be. You go to university elections. This year, they are winning more than they were winning last year. This year, clean sweep, not even SASCO is winning nothing. It's only EFF, all the universities in South Africa that has won these elections. They are leading, all of them. So, you look at that, you also see they are not even losing there. In fact, they are winning. Winning everywhere, winning. Even in universities where last year they didn't win, they are winning this year. So you can't even use that to say how they are losing. They are not, because they are winning. So the only way for these people to call for this decline to 5% is by using methods like that, looking at by-elections, Not looking at Twitter polls, not looking at Twitter hate and Twitter clout. Twitter clout will fool you, will make you believe you're something bigger than you're not. You become Dr. Mboyeseni, you go start a radio show and then people don't watch because they lied to you because of clout. And that clout was not because they hate you. They hate the EFF more than they love you. They still love you, but their love is less than how much they hate the EFF. So they will use you to attack the EFF and act like they love you beyond how much they love you. So, okay, I repeat, you cannot take from some. That's why me, okay, let me explain something to you guys. That's why me, in all my videos, you'll realize that I don't assume a certain party will die. I speak based on something that can help me at least have a prediction. I look at by-elections. I look at by-elections for the ANC. That's why I'm always like, are we sure we're going to destroy this ANC? Because the by-elections are showing something. Yeah, I might wish the ANC collapse, but I don't want to be delusional like that. It must be realistic. Can wish it. But is the by-elections favoring your wishes of wanting to see a collapsed ANC? No. So I must be realistic and ask questions like, are we sure we are going to destroy this ANC while they are busy winning by-elections? Same thing with MK Party. Look at KZN, they're winning. Like, okay, these people are winning. And I want them to win in KZN so they can show the people of KZN how horrible they are. I say this, I continuously say this. Yeah, you might look at squabbles of the party or look at the party not winning in Limpopo. Yeah, you can say this party is failing to have a ground in Limpopo, but they have a ground in KZN, but in Limpopo they're failing. So maybe in Limpopo they won't win. They will collapse in Limpopo, they will collapse there, but in KZN they exist. This one EFF, in KZN they're collapsing slow by slow, but at least they still have the youth from the universities who are voting for them and still have some members somewhere somehow voting for them. But the collapse is there, we can see it, we have seen it. But at least in the other, so you look at things like that and you predict proper. In this province, this party might do things like this. Not just wishing, hey, we'll take it to 5%. How will you take it to 5% when you have never voted for it? It does not exist. So it got me thinking, this thing of people claiming they want to punish a party. That is, does it even work, or it's just something people say for the sake of saying, like how we'll punish the ANC. Kanjani, when the ANC is busy winning by elections, we'll punish the MK party, will collapse. Kanjani, when they are busy excelling in KZN, he will punish the EFF student command, they won't win. Kanjani, when the youth command in the universities is doing a clean sweep, winning beyond reasonable doubt. Yeah. Next year's elections, I believe, will be the hardest to predict, but also the easiest to predict if you are realistic. If you are delusional, you're predicting because you hate a certain party, then yeah, you won't win. But if you are realistic, looking at the by-elections, looking at how the party is performing in the provinces, looking at all different factors, it will be easy to predict if you are realistic. But if you are just delusional, EFF will die, MK party will die, ANC will die, then you are not speaking from a realistic point of view. But it is what it is. We thank you very much. Thank you.